All right, everybody. Welcome to Hooligans Underground and welcome to Standing Room Only. Happy
Yay!
Tuesday and happy it's not Monday, not
Thank
quite
God.
Friday.
Although today was not that good either.
Tuesdays, even when they ain't good, they're always better than Monday.
Always better than Mondays because it's got comedy night.
That's right.
That's why it's better. Yeah, happy it's done.
But not quite as good as a Friday.
Well, no, but still
Yeah.
better than Monday. So, where's my little thing? Boudreaux, Boudreaux, Boudreaux.
Boudreaux. All right, y'all. We're going to go ahead and throw some Boudreaux down here.
Yay!
All right, one day Boudreaux was out in the bayou fishing. Now, he was fishing the old fashioned Cajun way with sticks of dynamite. Now, about the time he was getting ready to light up his third stick of dynamite, Thibodeau and the wildlife and fish agents, they came up to his boat. Damn it, Boudreaux, how many times I got to tell you, you cannot use dynamite to fish. It's against the law. Now, Boudreaux, he proceeds to light up the fuse, and calmly, he hands the lit dynamite to the fish and game agent. He says, man, we're going to talk all day, but we're going to fish. Now, of course, that agent threw that dynamite, and they was fishing. I've never seen anybody fishing with dynamite. I did see him fishing with little like M80s before.
I've seen that. I think that's
I,
if you're that bad, just go home.
yeah, it ain't no fun. I think they get more fun of just blowing shit up.
Yeah, that'd be more fun. But he lit the thing and then gave it to the warden here. That was pretty clever. Now he got no choice. Ah, ah.
That be the truth.
All right,
He
the
does
other
it.
night, y'all, Boudreaux, he went home and he walked into the house after a long day work. As he walks in, Marie tells him, she said, Boudreaux, you look like you had a rough day. Why don't we go out tonight and have us a good time?
Mm.
And Boudreaux says, well, that's a damn good idea, Marie. But if you get back home before I do, leave the porch light on for me.
Oh wow.
Well, she did say have a good time, right?
Oh my word.
I'm sorry, that's just too
Cal,
funny.
you make me laugh.
That's too funny. Shit.
Y'all, Thibodeau done lost his job.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Oh
Nope.
no.
He lost his job down at the crawfish farm. Now, being that situation that it is, he needed money, and he decided that he was tired of working for other people. Now, he also decided he was going to start him up a chicken farm.
Oh no.
So he done went down to town to that old field store. He bought him a bunch of baby chickens.
Oh.
Now, he tells the man at the store he wants 100 chicks. About a week later, he come back up to that town store, got another 100 baby chickens. And still another week goes by. Now Thibodeau's back for yet 100 more of them baby chickens. Now the store owner, I think his name might have been Boudreaux, he remarked to Thibodeau. He says, man, that business of yours must really be doing well. And Thibodeau, he says, well, not too pretty good, I tell you. I can't figure out if I'm planting them too deep or if I'm planting them too close together.
Oh my god.
Well, it is a farm, right?
Oh my god.
What then?
All right, I'm gonna do one more, then we'll do some open mic.
Okay.
It's a short one. Now, Boudreaux was sitting on his rocking chair on the front porch last Sunday. Now, he was sitting there just reading the newspaper. Now, when he commented to Marie, "Cher, we sure do got us a very smart dog." I tell him to go fetch the paper. He gets it and bring it right back to me. Marie says, "Yup, he sure is smart, Boudreaux. We don't even subscribe to that paper. He knows where to steal it and everything, y'all."
Well, hell yeah, that's what you do. You get your neighbor's paper. That's a damn smart dog.
All right, open mic. Whoever might want to come up here first or
Okay.
second.
Well,
Hey, Boston ain't here. I wonder
Boss
where
is
he's
not
at.
here.
Yeah.
Lots
Where
of
is
people's not
Boston? Is
here.
he even on?
You're gonna miss our sports weekend update.
He's on. He's on. I tried to
He's
contact him.
there. Well, there's not much
Huh.
to
Oh,
update.
there he is.
Is he here? Did he
No.
make his turn? Oh,
He's online, but he's not. He's not here. Here.
That's
Hmm.
weird.
that's
Weird.
All right, but anybody else?
okay.
Pepper, you haven't been up there in a while, Pepper.
Well, I'm waiting. Maybe Hope has something or next.
Okay.
I don't
Hope
think
won't
Hope
be able
can
to.
hear us. Does she have a dot yet?
Nope, she got nothing. She can't hear. She can't.
All right, while we're waiting, y'all, Boudreaux and Thibodeau, they went and took a trip down to Mexico. Now they wanted to make a little money while they was at it, so they took with them some bungee jumping materials. They bought one of those big long cords with the, that stretchy shit. Now when they got down to Mexico, they found a real high cliff. Boudreaux tied one end of the cord to Thibodeau and the other end to a big old rock. And Thibodeau jumped. Now he when he came back up, he had a red mark on his face. Now Boudreaux says he asked him if he hit the ground. Thibodeau said no. Now Boudreaux, safety conscience, he shortened up that rope just a little bit. Now Thibodeau jumped one more time, and when he came back up again, his face was even more bruised up. Again, Thibodeau denied hitting the ground, but Boudreaux shortened up the cord a little bit more this time. Now T jumped one more for a third time. When he bounced up, his face was full of blood. Boudreaux says, "Did you hit the ground?" Thibodeau said no. Now, I didn't hit the ground, Boudreaux, but please tell me, what the hell is a pinata?
Oh, he got spanked.
Poor Thibodeau.
Oh my god.
Alrighty.
All right, y'all. Let's welcome Pepper to the stage.
Yay, Pepper!
Hi. I have Henrietta with me tonight, my girl. With the
Aw.
price of eggs these days,
Yeah, I gotta do
I'm
that.
taking out an insurance policy on her. Most definitely. Okay. 3 hillbillies are sitting on the porch shooting the breeze. First hillbilly says, "My wife is so stupid. She bought an air conditioner." Second hillbilly says, "Why is that so stupid?" First hillbilly says, "We ain't got no electricity."
That's pretty damn stupid.
Second hillbilly says, "That's nuttin'. My wife is so stupid. She bought one of those newfangled washing machines. First hillbilly said, "Why is that so stupid?" Second hillbilly says, "'Cause we ain't got no plumbing."
Got no electric,
Oh,
got no
excuse
plumbing.
me. Third hillbilly says, "That ain't nothing. My wife is dumber than both of your wives put together. I was going through her purse the other day looking for some change, and I found 6 condoms in there."
Whoa.
First and second hillbilly says, "Well, why's that so dumb?" Third hillbilly says, "She ain't got no pecker."
She ain't packing.
Is it someone really?
Well, you don't see too many people hang gliding deep down in Kentucky, but old John Hickory decided to save up and get a hand glider. He took his new toy to the highest mountain and readied to take flight. After a few deep breaths, John took off running, and then he reached the edge and sailed off into the wind. Meanwhile, Ma and Pa were sitting on their porch swing talking about the good old days. That's when Ma spotted the biggest bird she had ever seen. Ma pointed to the sky and said, "Look at the size of that bird, Pa." As he stood to his feet, Pa said, "Get me my gun, Ma." After briefly running into the house, Ma brought Pa his pump-action shotgun. He took careful aim before taking a shot, then blam! The monster bird continued to sail silently over the treetops. With a look of concern, Ma said, "I think you missed him, Pa." "Yeah," replied Pa, "but at least he let go of old John." Women were sitting in a sauna. Suddenly, there was a beeping sound. The German woman pressed her forearm, and the beeping stopped. The others looked at her questioningly. "That was my pager," she said. "I have a microchip implanted under the skin of my arm." A few minutes later, a phone rang. The Japanese woman lifted her palm to her ear. When she finished, she explained, "That was my mobile phone. I have a microchip in my hand." A hillbilly woman felt decidedly low-tech. But not to be outdone, she decided she had to do something just as impressive. She stepped out of the sauna and went to the bathroom. She returned with a piece of paper hanging from her behind. The others raised their eyebrows and stared at her. The hillbilly woman finally said, "Well, will you look at that? I'm getting a fax."
That's good.
Oh my God, that's
Two hillbillies walk into a restaurant. While having a bite to eat, they talk about their moonshine operation. Suddenly, a woman eating a sandwich at a nearby table begins to cough. After a minute or so, it sounds like me, it becomes apparent that she is in real distress. One of the hillbillies looks at her and says, "Can you swaller?" The woman shakes her head no. Then he asks, "Can you breathe?" The woman begins to turn blue and shakes her head no. The hillbilly walks over to the woman, lifts up her dress, yanks down her drawers, and quickly gives her right butt cheek a lick with his tongue. The woman is so shocked, she has a violent spasm, and the obstruction flies out of her mouth. As she begins to breathe again, the hillbilly walks slowly back to his table. His partner says, You know, I heard of that there Heimlich maneuver, but I never saw anybody do it.
Heimlich. Oh!
Alrighty, folks, who's up next?
Ow.
All right.
Oh
All
my
right,
God.
everybody. This is Big Hand for Pepper.
Thank you, Pepper.
Welcome.
All right, I was waiting on them applause to die down.
Yeah. Encore, encore.
Yeah. Yay.
All right, y'all. Back when little T Boudreaux, when he was just a little booger, his mama, Marie, she was trying to teach him how to read. Now, as all parents do, she had a little animal book for him. You know, them little books with animals and sounds. Now, as they went through that book, Marie was asking little Boudreaux about the different animals and the sounds they make. She said, "What kind of sound does a cow make?" And little T, he says, "Moo." "Yes." "And what kind of a sound does a cat make?" Little T Boudreaux replies, "Meow." Now, Marie, she's pretty proud of that boy. She turns the page. She says, "And what kind of sound does a frog make?" Now, little Tofield Boudreaux thinks for a minute, and he says, "Bud." That's kind of an old one.
From the commercial. That's from the
From the
commercial.
Budweiser commercial,
The
yeah.
Budweiser commercial. Budweiser. Oh, it's fun. That's pretty funny. It's kind of clever.
All right, this one might be a little better, y'all. Now, Boudreaux and some woman were laying beside each other at the swimming pool at a big old fancy hotel. I think they were down at Holly Beach, which is, of course, like the Cajun Riviera.
Wow.
Now, Boudreaux gets up, he goes to the diving board, does a perfect 2.5 gainer without even a splash.
Wow.
Now, when he returns to his chair, the woman says, she said, "That was beautiful. Did you dive in college?" He replies, "Yes, and I won 3 Olympic gold medals."
Wow.
Now, about that time, she got up, she jumps in the pool, and she swam 10 laps without even breathing hard. Very impressed, Boudreaux asked her. He says, "You an Olympic swimmer?" She said, "Nope. I was a hooker down in Lafourche Parish, and I worked both sides of that bayou."
Oh!
Apparently, she was swinging 10 times every night or every morning.
No, that's too funny.
You might have to be a Cajun to understand that one, maybe.
Probably have to swim to get away from the gators.
Yep. Y'all, Thibodeau, he had been a golf player for several years. It was common knowledge that he had gotten pretty damn good at the game. And one day he talked Boudreaux into trying it out. And he did. Now, once on that first tee, Thibodeau asked Boudreaux if he wanted to make a friendly bet, about $100 on the outcome of that game. And Boudreaux told him that it was his first time, and it didn't seem fair. Didn't seem right to be betting money. Now Thibodeau insisted, so Boudreaux told him, "Well, okay, but you're gonna have to spot me 2 gotchas." Well, Thibodeau didn't understand what the hell a gotcha was, but he figured that he was good enough. Didn't matter. He was gonna win. Now after the game, walking back to the clubhouse, everybody was amazed to see Boudreaux counting out them $100 bills.
That's
Now they asked Thibodeau how Boudreaux could have possibly beat him. And Thibodeau say, well, let me tell you, I was on the first tee and starting my swing when old Boudreaux reached up between my legs from behind, grabbed my balls, yelled, gotcha. That was the first gotcha, y'all. And have you ever tried to play 18 holes waiting on a second gotcha? I think I butchered that one up a little bit, y'all.
If that's the first one, God, can you imagine what the second one is?
Well, you'd be waiting for it all the whole game, huh? All right, anybody else want to come tell a couple? Or y'all just want to hear me gabble all night?
Gleesa, Gleesa.
Oh, I have some.
Ooh.
Okay. All right, let me get out the way. And let's everybody welcome Gleesa up to the stage.
Yay! And I'm facing the right way for a change.
How about
That's
that
what
shit?
she said.
They're not getting it from behind anymore.
What is, oh, most of you know I do work at a bank, so these are where my jokes are centered around. If you didn't know I work at a bank, now you know I work at a bank.
Now we know.
Now you know. What is the similarity between a bank and making love?
Oh, there's a similarity? Wow.
Well, in both cases, you lose interest after a withdrawal.
That's a good one.
And here's, this, you ever hear those really, really crass pickup lines or stupid ones, I can't even think of one right now. I bet you guys have a million of them. But anyways, here's your next response. You look at them and you say, are you a bank? Because you need to leave me alone. There you go. And a man was told, for some reason, he was told that our bank offers mortgages with no interest. So this guy entered our bank, and he goes, hey, I'm here to find out about your mortgages. And he went up to the perfect employee because she says, I don't really care. And my dad always said, work until your bank account looks like a phone number.
Oh, well,
so I have, wouldn't it? So I have $9.11 in the bank, or 911. And why can't a bank keep a secret? Too many tellers. And how does a Southerner ask for money from a bank? Withdrawal.
That's good.
So
withdrawal.
Withdrawal. And two guys were robbing a liquor store. And one held up a bottle and said, is this whiskey? And the other answers, just but not as whiskey as robbing a bank. I kind of like that one too.
Where's that wascally wabbit?
Where? And why are piggy banks so wise? They're full of common sense.
It is true.
Oh, I heard a groan. Did you hear about the guy that tried to hold up a bank with a statue? Yeah, it was a bust.
Oh.
So, a bank is being robbed by two gunmen. Everything was going smoothly and quickly. And, before leaving, one gunman stops and says, hey, what kind of robbery is this? No one got killed or injured. The other guy goes, you're right. So the other man, he says, kill that woman over there. The woman, you know, the guy was, okay, well, points a gun at her, says, what's your name? And the woman trembles and says, Sophia. The gunman says, oh, I can't kill her. She has the same name as my wife. So the other gunman says, then kill the kid in front of her. And the gunman goes, okay, kid, what's your name? And he goes, Billy, but everybody calls me Sophia.
That's smart, that's a smart kid.
Okay.
That's a smart
This
kid.
one is a little bit of an ethnic joke, so I apologize going into it, but it's my last joke. And it's more, you know, it's against the British, okay? If anybody's from England, I apologize. Okay?
Well, that don't count.
So
British,
a Chinese
yes.
man in London went to a bank and said, why do I have less money in my account than yesterday? And the banker replied, fluctuations. The Chinese man said, oh yeah, well, fuck you British too.
That's funny.
That's hilarious.
That wasn't so bad.
All right, everybody, big hand for Gleesa.
Yeah.
Well,
I
fuck
really
you.
expected it to
Then
go
fuck me.
downhill when it started off with about the Asians.
British Asians at that.
You know,
Came
I'm
right through
blushing
the-
because I got a little warm with that one.
About the Asians.
Next time somebody tells you something, well, fuck you. too. I like
Fluctuations.
that.
Fluctuations. Maybe I need to do it with a British accent. Fluctuations.
Snort.
That's funny.
All right, y'all. 87-year-old Boudreaux.
Wow, he got old.
He done went to the doctor. Now, he had this problem that he was explaining to the doc. He said, Doc, you got to help me. Every time I make love to Marie, I get weak in the knees. My eyesight get blurry, and I can hardly catch my breath. The hell's wrong with me? Now the doctor says, well, Mr. Boudreaux, things could happen. You've got to realize that you're getting pretty on in your years, and these things are perfectly natural for an 87-year-old man. Now, when did you notice these symptoms? Now, Boudreaux, he thinks for a minute or so, and he replies, well, let's see. It was 3 times last night and twice this morning.
Damn.
That's the joke.
3 times in one
So we're going
night,
to move
twice-
on to one that might be funny,
Shit, ain't no wonder he's.
and maybe just the opposite. Y'all, Boudreaux was on vacation down in Mexico again when he was approached by a street vendor. Yo, senor, do you want to buy some Viagra?
Hmm.
Only 500 pesos. Boudreaux said, nope, it ain't worth it. The vendor again asked, well, how about 250 pesos? Boudreaux thinks. Again, he says, nope, it ain't worth it. Again, the Mexican asks, well, senor, how about 100 pesos? Boudreaux again says, I told you it ain't worth it. Now the vendor says, but senor, how can you say it ain't worth it? I know Viagra sells for $20 a piece in the States. And Boudreaux says, well, it's not the price, senor. It's my wife that ain't worth it. Oh, y'all, that was just the opposite of the other one.
Oh no.
I'm almost ashamed of that one. Almost.
Dang.
All right, y'all. One hot July day, Boudreaux saw a commercial on the television for Cajun home improvements. Now they was advertising energy-saving benefits of the brand new, super modern storm windows. Now, after talking it over with his wife Marie, they decided it would be a good idea to have them installed on their home. Because it gets pretty hot down in Cajun country.
Yep.
Now, the following December, on a very cold day, a policeman knocks on Boudreaux's door. He opened the door. He slapped handcuffs right there on Boudreaux, threw him in the back of the police car, brought his ass to jail. Now, a few days later, Boudreaux sitting in court before Judge Thibodeau. And Thibodeau looks across the courtroom at Boudreaux and he asks him if he knows why he been brought into court. Boudreaux responds that he has absolutely no idea. Now, Judge Thibodeau, he tells Boudreaux, he says, well, it's because you have not paid for your Cajun home improvements, brand new, super modern windows. Now, Boudreaux responds to that. He says, Judge, the reason I ain't paid is because before I bought them windows, the salesman clearly told me that in 6 months they would pay for themselves.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Oh man, you could.
That's
use
a good
that.
one, huh?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I'm gonna have to try that next time I buy something on installment.
Yeah, that's
6 months
right.
saying pay for themselves. All right, open mic time.
Open mic. Hello, anybody?
All right, y'all.
Yeah,
Boudreaux and
somebody's got to go
Thibodeau.
up now and entertain me.
Okay.
I'm not funny.
One more joke for y'all. Boudreaux and Thibodeau have been out fishing. Now, after all day, they had only caught one fish each. One fish each. Damn, I barely could get that one out. Now, as they returned to the dock, the wildlife and fisheries agent was waiting for them. Now, he asked to see their fishing license. Well, naturally, neither one of them boys had no license. So the agent wrote them both up for fishing without a license. When they went to pay their fines, the judge fined them each $500.
Oof.
Now, as they was leaving that courthouse, Boudreaux turned to Thibodeau. He says, Tib, do you realize that them two fish cost us $1,000? And Thibodeau answers, yep, I know that. Damn good thing we only caught two of them. Imagine if they'd had a whole ice chest, huh?
One would think.
All right, I got another one.
Yay.
Another Boudreaux. Y'all, Boudreaux was out in the pasture helping one of his cows give birth to a calf. When he noticed little T. Boudreaux, who was about 4 years old at the time, Boudreaux was standing over by the fence. Little Boudreaux standing by the fence. And he was all wide-eyed, taking in the event. Now, Boudreaux thought to himself, uh-oh, now I was going to have to explain the birds and the bees to that boy. Maybe I'll just let him ask the questions and explain whatever he asks about. Well, son, you got any questions? Little T says, yeah, Papa, just one. How fast was that calf going when he ran into the back of that cow?
Oh.
He was all stuck up that butt. Must have been hauling ass, that's for sure.
Pretty damn fast.
Here's one. I told this one already. I think I done told them all already.
If we don't have anybody to go up, I can grab our notes and read some that we've been.
Oh,
trying
that
to
would be
come up
awesome.
with.
Get on up there.
Okay, I'll go get it real
Hey,
quick. I
ho.
gotta go get his phone.
All right, while she does that, I'm going to read one more joke.
Okay. Woohoo.
All right, this is 86-year-old Boudreaux. Not the 87-year-old Boudreaux we had a joke about before.
I don't know, hun.
86. All right. So 86-year-old Boudreaux was living in a nursing home. Now one night, he rolled his chair into the room where all the elderly ladies were playing bridge. He held a clenched fist up in the air and he announced loudly, "Anybody that can guess what I got in my hand gets to have sex with me tonight."
Ooh.
And the female ladies, she hollered up, she said, "A watermelon." Boudreaux looked at her with a big old look of surprise on his face. He says, "That's close enough. You win."
Oh, I've heard stories about nursing homes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Bunch
yeah.
of dirty old men.
They
Crazy
stay
old
busy
ladies,
then.
too.
Woohoo,
All
Hope.
right, everybody. Let's give Hope a big welcome.
Yay, Hope!
Yay, Hope.
Hi guys. So one thing I realized really early on in my relationship is that I'm good at hiding things. I hide dirty dishes in the bathtub behind the shower curtain and under the sink, and dirty laundry not put away in the shower and things like that. So I've noticed I'm good at hiding things. Okay, that's
one
not the
place I
best
never
one.
found them.
It's a true story. My husband came over one time when we were dating, and he actually smelled some kind of funky smell in my bathroom while he was using the toilet, and decided to take a peek and found an entire bathtub full of dirty dishes. And he admitted it to me like years later. He's like, "Hey, it's okay if you don't do the dishes. I kind of got a hint, when we were dating." Does anyone else here put grapes on their cereal?
Grapes? No.
Grapes?
Dry
No.
grapes.
Bananas? Yeah.
So I guess I'm the only cereal grapist here.
Lucky you.
If I get up here on this stage and I start actually admitting stuff, about my life, then I'll probably start being charged for admission.
Yes.
My husband told me I complained so much I should leave here and go live in a winery.
A winery.
Good place to live.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Who does the best pyramid schemes?
The Egyptians?
The Egyptians. The Egyptians. I went to the oh, thank you for the groaning. That's wonderful, Harpo. Thank you. I went to the Bunny Ranch in Las Vegas. They serve beans for lunch. Now I know why they're called prostitutes.
Oh.
Oh, got a groan. There you go.
I do love that joke, though. I love fart jokes. Fart jokes on an elevator are funny on so many levels.
I actually have that in my profile. That is something I hate.
What? Fart jokes or
Elevator?
beans or what?
Just farts in elevators. Elevator farts.
Oh, it's so funny on so many levels, though.
Yeah, so many, except the 13th level.
Gosh.
If I don't buy that on the...
Unless you're a midget.
Did you guys know that vegan ninjas are only allowed to do kung fu using their toes? That's why it's called tofu. his groan. It's great. Like he's just lost the whole point of life, you know, when I tell these terrible jokes, he just Okay, so you know when you see a really fit guy, his abs say, I am abs like Arnold. His back says, I'll be back.
Oh, I'll be back. Yes, and the other one, you'll be fine.
Oh my gosh. I think I'm gonna have to. Oh gosh, they get so bad. Okay, here, I'm gonna do a couple more, just a couple more.
Oh, I think these are great.
So there was a naked Italian guy at a gas station, and he was finishing up pumping gas. The attendant says, Sir, you are naked. Everyone is aghast. He says, Yes. He says, Yes, I am a proud nudist, and my card is 2. I am aghast too.
I gas too.
My husband, he's a really good cook, and he's been really learning how to cook. He's been stuffing turkeys. He stuffed some cabbage in rolls the other day. I can't remember the name of it. And he stuffed some like squash, right? And and I eat the stuff, and it's so good, and I just go, oh, yoy, so good. And he stuffs me in the bedroom, and I say, oi, oi, oi. I screwed that one up so bad. He stuffs the food, and he stuffs me, and I say, oi, oi, oi for both, and it's wonderful. That's the joke. There's a guy who wants to kill everyone. Just, you know, on the topic, there's this guy who wants to kill everyone. And he is actually able to get a bunch of people killed. His first name is Eugene. What's his last name? Assist. Eugene Assist.
Eugene Assist. Oh, that's good.
Okay, oh my God, I'm thoroughly embarrassed. I'm not gonna do any more, so I'm gonna leave and go hide my head in shame.
I think these are
Those are so silly.
Yay,
Okay, my dears, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, big hand for Hope. Are you high?
Yeah.
I forgot that you can make
Shut
it.
up. All right, everybody, it is that time. We made it through another night, another laugh session. You got a joke?
One joke. I got a joke.
Yay.
All right, hold on. You're going to come on stage.
Nyxie.
No,
Roll.
do I have to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just click
Oh,
the
my
chair or the
God.
Oh,
microphone.
it ain't going to bite you.
Oh,
What's the difference? Yeah.
I don't. I have stage fright.
It's
Oh
all
my
in the
God.
spirit of the joke.
I would
Okay.
have looked at you anyway.
Well, it's a stupid joke, and I've told it for years, and I think I told it at Lauren's, but it's bad. But I've always told it. So here goes. Okay, so there's 2 whales swimming in the sea. Hold on, my mouth is really dry. 2 whales are swimming in the sea. 1 male, 1 female. Now, just hypothetically, they can talk, okay? So they're swimming along, and there comes upon the harpooning boat. And the female, she's like, hey, you know, we need to get out of here. I don't feel like being harpooned today, just not today. And he says, and he swims around, thinks about it. He says, no, wait. I got an idea. And she's like, oh, God, what's your idea? He says, okay, I'll swim under the boat. I'll blow water out of my spout. Boat will tip over, and whoever falls out, you can eat them. She swims around, she thinks, and, well, I have no trouble with the blowjob, but I'm not swallowing any semen.
All right.
Ta-da!
God.
That was great.
Big hand for Nyxie.
So
Thank you.
proud.
Remember, in
Oh,
the kitchen,
perfect.
take whisks.
All right, everybody. Let's not forget Thursday night. It's either Match Game or Hollywood Squares or something like
Yay.
that. Thursday night. Thank y'all for coming.
All right.
Thank you.
Yay.
Yay.
Woohoo.